All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're taking a look at a really fascinating piece of software that works right at the heart of modern investigations. We're talking about Autopsy, a powerful digital forensics toolkit. It seems like a simple question, right? But the answer is incredibly complex. When the clues aren't fingerprints or footprints, but pixels and packets of data. I mean, where do you even begin to look?
Just think about it for a second. Your phone, your laptop, even your smartwatch, every single one of them creates a digital breadcrumb trail of your life. For investigators, that trail can hold the key to cracking a case, but actually sifting through it all is a massive, massive job.
So let's really define this modern crime scene. It's not just a physical space anymore, it's this vast, invisible landscape of data. The real challenge for investigators is trying to find that one crucial signal in an ocean of digital noise.
The field that tackles this head-on is called digital forensics. And you gotta understand, this is a really high-stakes discipline. We're talking about finding the digital equivalent of a smoking gun. And that means expertly recovering deleted files, tracing encrypted conversations, and piecing together timelines from tiny fragments of data.
So, with a challenge that huge, how do investigators even manage it? Well, they need a powerful tool. And that brings us to the star of our explainer today, Autopsy.
Its creators call it the premier end-to-end open-source digital forensics platform. Okay, let's break that down. Premier tells you it's a top-tier tool. End-to-end means it handles the entire investigation process. And open source, this is the real kicker, means it's free. So what it all boils down to is this. Autopsy is a powerhouse for investigating hard drives. It's designed to be fast, thorough, and packed with the core features you'd expect from super expensive commercial software. Things like powerful keyword searching, automated timeline analysis, and hash filtering. And it's all built by the team at SleuthKit Labs.
But here's the thing, not all digital investigations are created equal. I mean, a hard drive found at a crime scene is a world away from a live network that's under attack right now. So you need a whole toolkit.
And this illustrates a really key distinction perfectly. Autopsy is for what we call data at rest. Think of it like an archaeologist carefully examining a historical site. The data is static, it's not going anywhere. Its sister tool, cybertriage, is for data in motion. That's for the first responders, the people dealing with a live incident, like a hacking attempt that's happening as we speak. Now, I mentioned before that Autopsy is open source, which again means it's free to download and use. And that probably has you asking a pretty logical question.
Exactly. How can a project that develops such a critical piece of software for law enforcement and big companies just give it away for free and still stay in business?
Well, the answer lies in the ecosystem they've built around it, which is actually pretty brilliant. They give the core platform away for free, which gets it into the hands of literally thousands of users. Then, for the pros who rely on it every single day, they offer paid services, specialized training to make them experts, enterprise-level support when they need help, and even custom-built modules for very specific investigative needs.
And it's this really clever business model that has allowed a free tool to have a truly massive global impact.
Just let that number sink in for a minute. We're not talking about some niche tool for a handful of specialists. Tens of thousands of investigators in countries all over the world are actively using this platform for their most critical work. And who are these users? They're the people on the front lines. We're talking about law enforcement agencies, corporate cyber investigators, and the technical backbone of modern cybersecurity, Security Operations Centers, or SOCs, dedicated digital forensics and incident response teams, or DFIR teams, and even managed security service providers who are all working to keep networks safe.
So, at the end of the day, that's really the story here. It doesn't matter if the investigation is happening at a physical crime scene or across a huge corporate network. The goal is always the same. Find the truth that's hidden in the data. And Autopsy is one of the key tools that makes that possible.
Which kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about. Every click, every message, every photo we take, it all adds another sentence to our own digital story. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What story is your digital footprint telling?